Good morning, and thank you for joining me for today's midweek reflection from Holy Saviour Church. Over this last week, I've been to a couple of Harvest Festival services in Hitchin schools. And last Sunday we had our Harvest Festival service at Holy Saviour Church as well. Whenever I reflect upon a harvest, it seems to me that most of the generations of people who went before us were very close to and had a very strong connection with the earth and with the land. My father and both of my grandfathers all grew up on farms, and so from their earliest days they would have a good understanding of their relationship to the land and to the animals and to the earth. In more recent decades, most of us have grown up, I think, with much less of a sense of that connection, of that understanding of the land. I remember going to church at Harvest Festival time as a child, and you'd take along your cauliflower, whatever it might be, and you'd sing familiar hymns. And it was sort of quite nice, but I don't know that it really echoed or resonated with me particularly strongly. I think also over recent generations we've lost much of the sense of the rhythm of the seasons that people would have had decades ago. It's been perfectly possible for me, for all of my adult lifetime, to wander along to Sainsbury's or Waitrose or Asda and to buy pretty much any vegetable or any fruit at any time of the year, because most things are growing somewhere in the world most of the time, so that they can be imported into the UK whenever it is. You also, I think, have to just note the mixed blessing of modern intensive farming. For whilst it is undoubtedly true that it's brought enormous benefits, and it really has, it's enabled huge numbers of people to be fed well, cheaply. There's also a downside, because we're understanding more and more now how if you take and take and take out of the soil, it is possible to degrade it, to deplete it, and eventually to destroy it. And when good fertile soil is destroyed, it's gone, and gone forever. Whenever we look at the biblical account of God declaring the earth and declaring the universe into existence, I think it doesn't matter whether you're reading that for the first time or whether you're hearing it for the 50th time, it still is an incredibly powerful image. And different people, I suppose, will draw different things from that epic story. But whenever I look at it, the thing which resonates most strongly with me is one little phrase, a little phrase that gets repeated again and again. And so when God separates the sky from the sea, when he's declared the sun and the moon and the stars into being, when he's created the birds of the air and the fish of the sea and the animals of the land, there is this thing which is said repeatedly, and God saw that it was good. And that's a very simple but a profound truth about the goodness of all the created order. I think that children now, whether they be in church schools or in secular schools, I think more and more they do have a clear awareness, a clear understanding of their place, of their responsibility towards environmental sustainability. And if that is the case, well, thank God for it, because it seems to me the challenge which is facing this generation of children is enormous. It's not just that they will be required to tread lightly on the earth. Rather, it seems likely that they're going to have to be the people who manage to save God's good earth from environmental catastrophe. So, if the festival of the harvest, if in some little way it helps all of us to understand, to increase our awareness of our responsibility to each other and to the created order that sustains all of us and all life, then long, long, long may it continue. Our hymn for today is that regular favourite, "We plough the fields and scatter."
We